How to deal and manage with different parenting styles in your relationship. Parenting styles can differ from couple to couple. While it's not always easy, it is possible to successfully navigate these differences in parenting styles in your relationship. Here are a few tips on how to deal with different parenting styles in your relationship. In this video, we will share some tips on how to keep your family happy and healthy, despite different parenting styles. Communicate with your partner. This is perhaps the most important tip on this list. If you and your partner are not on the same page when it comes to parenting, it can be difficult to make things work. Be sure to communicate openly and honestly with your partner about your parenting philosophies and expectations. This will help to ensure that you are both on the same page and can work together to successfully parent your child. It's no secret that parenting styles can clash. One parent may be more lenient while the other is stricter, or one may be more hands-on while the other prefers to take a step back. Whatever the differences may be, it's important to communicate with your partner about parenting styles in your relationship to find a happy medium that works for both of you and, most importantly, your child. It can be difficult to find a balance between parenting styles, but it's important to remember that both parents need to be on the same page to provide a united front for their children. It's also important to be respectful of each other's parenting styles and to avoid criticism. After all, parenting is a difficult enough job without having to worry about whether or not you're doing it right. If you and your partner are having difficulty finding a balance between your parenting styles, here are a few tips to help you communicate and come to a resolution. 1. Talk about your parenting philosophies. Before you can start to find a balance between your parenting styles, you need to first understand where each of you is coming from. Talk about your respective parenting philosophies and why you feel the way you do. This will help you to better understand each other and where the other is coming from. 2. Discuss your expectations. It's important to discuss your expectations for your child's behavior and what you expect from each other as parents. This will help to avoid any misunderstandings down the road. 3. Be willing to compromise. Parenting is all about compromises. There will be times when you have to give in to your partner's parenting style in order to find a middle ground that works for both of you. 4. Communicate, communicate, communicate. This is perhaps the most important tip of all. Communication is key in any relationship, but it's especially important when it comes to parenting. If you're having difficulty finding a balance between your parenting styles, talk to your partner about it. The more you communicate, the easier it will be to find a solution that works for both of you. Respect each other's parenting styles. Even if you don't necessarily agree with your partner's parenting style, it's important to respect it. After all, your partner is the parent of your child too. If you can't respect your partner's parenting style, it will be difficult to successfully co-parent. It can be difficult to see eye to eye on parenting when you and your partner have different styles. One parent may be more lenient while the other is more strict, or one may be more hands-on while the other is more hands-off. Whatever the differences may be, it's important to respect each other's parenting styles in your relationship. It's important to remember that there is no one right way to parent. Every family is different, and what works for one may not work for another. Just because you parent differently than your partner does not mean that either of you is doing it wrong. It can be helpful to talk about your parenting styles with your partner and try to find common ground. If you're both on the same page, it will be easier to parent as a team. It's also important to be flexible and willing to compromise. There may be times when you need to adjust your parenting style to meet your child's needs. A parenting style is a way in which parents raise their children. It is based on the beliefs, values, and attitudes that they hold about parenting. There are 4 main parenting styles: authoritative, permissive, uninvolved, and authoritarian. 1. Authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting is a style that is characterized by high expectations and warmth. Parents who use this style are responsive to their children's needs and are willing to listen to their concerns. They provide clear guidelines and expectations for their children's behavior. 2. Permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is a style that is characterized by low expectations and little supervision. Parents who use this style are more lenient with their children and are less likely to enforce rules. They often allow their children to make their own decisions. 3. Uninvolved parenting. Uninvolved parenting is a style that is characterized by little communication and little involvement in their children's lives. Parents who use this style are generally uninterested in their children's activities and do not provide much guidance. 4. Authoritarian parenting. Authoritarian parenting is a style that is characterized by high expectations and little warmth. Parents who use this style are very strict and often use punishment to enforce rules. They typically have little patience for their children and expect them to obey without question. It is important to note that there is no one right parenting style. Each style has its own strengths and weaknesses. The most important thing is to find a style that works for you and your family. If you are having difficulty agreeing on a parenting style with your partner, it is important to communicate openly and try to come to a compromise. However, if you find that you are constantly arguing about parenting styles and not making any progress, it may be time to seek professional help. Many resources are available to help couples struggling to agree on a parenting style. Parenting classes, counseling, and support groups can all be helpful. If you are having difficulty agreeing on a parenting style, seek professional help to find the resources that are right for you and your family.